Hello spider friends, we are live. Sorry that the lighting isn't particularly great. Having a lighting issue, never mind. We're going to be doing some updates on my collection. So we're going to start with the updates before we move on to the new edition. And I'm having to get used to, with this new camera, looking to this side instead of looking to this side. So if you've seen me doing this a lot, that is why. That is why I am confused. Um, so I thought I'd update on the tarantulas that I got from both the Portsmouth tarantulas, £10 mystery box. God, it's like I've totally lost my memory. Also, I've just misplaced a tarantula. Hello, where did I put you? Did I put you over here? Because I think where did I put you? Where did I put you? I swear, I don't make a habit of losing my tarantulas. It's what it is it's one in a littler pot, and I think I put it over here. Oh no, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Yeah, it was behind my drink. My little bottle. Like I have to sort of sit on the floor to do these videos, and like I have like everything ready in front of me where you can't see because of the magic of the television. So sometimes I'm like, oh my god, where did I put that thing? It was right in front of me. Anyway, right, so the ones I got from the £10 mystery box from Portsmouth Tarantulas, and the ones that I'd ordered specifically from Spiders World EU. So this is one from the mystery box from Portsmouth Tarantulas. It's Lasiodora Pia, Parahybanax, and a pink bird eater. It has been named now. This is the update. It's had been named. Her name is Pia. This is Pia. Absolutely teeny tiny. It's a speck of dust. She's eaten 2 meals now, so that is very good. This is my Sericopelma angustum Costa Rican red rump, formerly Brachypelma angustum. This has been named Teal, and they're having a little climb up the side. She's also eaten 2 meals. This is the Hapalopus sp. Columbia, big pumpkin patch. It's absolutely teeny tiny. This is just a tiny speck of dust. It's a tiny speck of dust of a tarantula. This one's going to be called Cherry. And this one is the Tarantula Seismite, the Brazilian blue. There he is, there he is, just at the side there. I don't know if it's going to focus, but yeah, that's him. He's called Ganja, because I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race and not for any other reason whatsoever. And this is my Nahandu Carpenensis Brazilian red. I have named this little one Jinx. And Jinx molted. So they've all had the same number of meals. They've all, well, actually, no, that's a lie. They've all had like 2 or 3, and I can't remember which one it is because I've got the feeding record written down somewhere. But yeah, they've all eaten 2 or 3 meals. So that's really good. And Jinx shed, so healthy, growing well, should probably be ready for another feed at some point. The slings, I offer them to tiny little crickets a week. The slightly bigger ones, I offer a slightly bigger cricket. And then like the juvies, they get like a different sized cricket altogether. So the other one I wanted to show you was my Davus Pantaloris, Dean Tavaloris. And it still cracks me up. Now, what Dean has done here, Dean Tavalois, is made a little hide for themselves that they've completely blocked off with soil in this corner. So, because of how big and shiny Dean Tavalois's butt is, I'm thinking this is him sealing himself off to go into pre-molt. So we'll see. Come feeding day, I will put in a cricket as I normally would, and then if he doesn't come for it, I'll just remove it, and I will keep offering and removing, which is probably the best practice. You know, you just offer them it, they don't want it, that's fine. I typically leave them in for like a couple of hours or overnight and then remove them the next day, so they're normally fine. Right, now Marley's out today, so I wanted to show you her. Look how flippin' big she's gotten. Look at them leggy weggies. Her gimp leg is completely healed now. She's molted out twice. And she's just looking really, really pretty and really, really green. So pretty. So pretty. I really love this spider. This is one of my favourite spiders. So, because Marley has molted, I am going to feed her. I'm going to offer her a cricket. She molted recently. Why did I not write it down? Well, I did write it down, but I didn't make a note of it. So she molted recently, but her fangs have gone dark, so she will, if she's hungry, take a cricket. So these are the ones that I feed sort of the more juvenile sized ones. So I'm trying to look for one that's like a decent size for her. Because she's got bigger, but she's not too big, so we don't want to like challenge her. Typically, you want to feed a cricket that's like roughly the size of the carapace. That's like the general guide. I mean, if it's a little bit off, are you alive or are you playing dead? Hello? You might actually just be dead. Sometimes you'll get dead crickets in a tub, but it's fine. That's why you've got the beetles in there. Now, Marley's typically a good eater, so... Oh, you're a decent size. If you've ever watched me do a feeding video before, normally you're looking at the spider while I'm like talking to these little noisy minions. But now you get to experience it the other way. The other way around. So, we're going to remove this lid. I didn't think this through. Okay. Oh, I'm a genius. Okay, now Marley is I could go so wrong. Oh, sugar, I dropped the cricket. I don't think so, cricket. Do you know, I was doing so well. Where did that cricket go? The cricket's hopped off. I've just seen it. It's hopped away. So we're going to get another cricket. It's a pity because that one was perfect. This is what you get when you sort of say to yourself, I know I'll do one of those on the fly videos and totally not prepare properly for it. Stupid woman. Right, okay, so I'm going to drop this in for Marley. And Marley is an escape artist, so I'm sorry, you're going to miss the takedown if she grabs it straight away. No, no, she did not. Oh. It's gone into a hole. Oh, it's come out again. Oh, here we go. Oh. Marley, the boys and girls are this way. Are you going to get that cricket? Marley, there's a cricket. It's here. It's here. It's moving forward. It's moving towards you. It's over here, Marley. It's over here. Did that just go in your hole? Yeah, it did. Oh, it's coming towards her. It's coming towards her. It's coming towards her. It's coming towards her. Is it nearer? Where did it go? Oh, it's underneath her. There's the cricket. There's Marley. So I'll leave that. I'll leave that in. Don't know what the accent was. I'll leave that in for a short amount of time, and then. Oh, that's what I meant to do. I meant to really fill her water bowl. That's why I left it out in front of me. That's not the water. This is the water. Okay. That is what I meant to do for Marley. She will need upgrading soon, but not right away, so we're probably okay for now. Okay, and again, please don't try to escape, Marley. Please. Thank you. Thank you, please. Please, thank you. Thank you, please. Don't do it. Don't do it, Marley. Marley, don't try to escape from your enclosure. Thank you. Okay, well, we'll see how she does. The chances are I'm going to look at it in about 5 minutes and she's going to have it in her mouth, because that's the kind of awkward little sod that she is. So, yes, finally, new edition. It's very rare, very rare. I'm just gonna, yeah, there we go. This is the rare no-legged spider. AKA, you're looking at me. I'm the wrong person. You want to be looking at the boys and the girls, and everyone else. This is the no-legged spider, very rare. She is also known as the Western hognose snake. She's so pretty. She's so pretty. She's so cute. She's so friendly. She's about 2.5 months old. But I don't know exactly, because the pet shop what I bought her from didn't have her exact genetic history, so I don't know what she's het for, if she carries any like morph genes or anything like that, but she was being sold alongside 3 condomorphs, so I think it's probably fair to say one of her parents was probably a condomorph. What I'm doing is I'm just making a little cave for her with my hands. Hello. So that if she feels cold or not, she's got like a nice little warm place. A warm place to retreat to. I know she's female because she's got a tiny stubby little tail. And hognose snakes are one of the easiest snakes to sex because the females have these little tails and the males have these long skinny ones. Yes, I love you. I love you very much. And I know what you are smelling. Yes, I have food for you. I have food. I'm going to do her first feed since I got her. And then while I am doing that, I am actually going to clean her enclosure because she's done a poop. She's done a poop, and I thought this would be a good educational opportunity to show you how to set up an enclosure for a Western hognose snake. Do you want to tuck your little tail into my hands and then it'll be warm? Like, I'll make you a snake hole. You're so cute. She's called Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle, the danger noodle. Oh yeah, and she is so cute. She's like the most adorable little thing. I really, really love her. So yeah, I did actually want a male because they don't grow as large as the females. The females at maximum grow to about 3 feet. And males grow to about 1.5 feet. So I did want a male. But yeah, the pet shop what I bought her from, they didn't know what her hets were. And they didn't know exact date of birth. And they didn't let me handle them. They only let me inspect them through the boxes. So I had to try and do the best job I could at seeing if she had any visible injuries or if she was having any mites or just anything like that, but she seemed totally fine, but I thought she was a male. Female, definitely. And the woman who worked in the pet shop was like, no, 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 you can't sex snakes. No, you can't do it. And I'm like, but it's really obvious with Western hognose snakes. Emily from Snake... I think my battery has fell out. Let me plug them back in. Emily from Snake Discovery, whom I am a huge fan of, does it all the time. With like freshly hatched like ones as well. Look how cute she is. She's so cute. Do you want to show like the camera? Do you want to show the camera? How cute you are? No, but this is a little tail. You see, this is a little stubby tail. If she was a male, it'd be super duper long. So yeah, she is so cute. I love her. But yeah, she can in fact smell that there is food. So we're going to feed her. I have a feeding tub for her. It's just a safe place for her to sit and consume her meal. She's getting excited because she can smell it. So she's got a feeding record, which is good, and it shows she's had at least 8 meals. The pet shop seems to have fed her once a week. Snake Discovery recommend you feed twice a week for little hatchlings at least. So we're going to see. Yes, you're getting food now. Yes. We're going to see, you know, how she does with this little pinky. I'm going to do it off camera because apparently that can get demonetized. It's already defrosted. It was defrosting in some warm water, and now it's fully defrosted. I'm going to put her in the little feeding tub that I have for her. Hello, hello, baby. Now these are side strikers, and the reason that they are side strikers is that in the wild their main food is toads, and toads tend to puff up. Ignore what I just said there. I'm going to try and feed this alive. So toads tend to puff up, and what they do is they side strike them. Hello, would you like a mousey? Would you like a mousey? This is a mousey. Hello. And they are rear fanged. So their fangs sort of dig into the toad, and then the toad deflates. So when it comes to little, they tend to side strike them. So she is not at all interested in this. Come on, I defrosted it just for you. Do you not want it? What if I wiggle it? What if I wiggle it? Ooh, ooh, this looks interesting. This looks interesting. What if I wiggle a little? Do you want a little wiggly? Do you want it? She doesn't want it. Come on. Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle. Is this too big for you? I mean, it is like a little tiny pinky. Come on. Do you want the... I think that bitch lied to me when she told me that she'd successfully eaten unscented pinkies, because she's just not interested in this at all. And I'm probably going to have to try and scent this. I'm going to leave it in there with her, and I'm going to just fix the lid there while I just change her enclosure. This is not sealed, so you know, I'm just keeping my eye on her, and maybe she'll be interested in the pinky, and if she's not, I may be screwed. But luckily there is some tuna in the house, so yeah. Right, so while they're little, you are supposed to keep them on paper towels instead of aspen fibres, but I do have aspen. This is a super gross poop that she has done. No one needs to see that. So she's getting a different closure anyway. The one that she's got is a bit too tall, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just change that completely into a different one. I've got it on order. Where did I put the paper towels? Oh, there they are. Yeah, so I've got it on order, and she'll be changed over to that soon. She's got the heat mat and the thermostat and everything, but I just thought, you know, for now it'll do. It's just a bit too tall. So, but this is why you have a thermostat and a digital thermometer, so that you can properly monitor what the temperature is in the enclosure. Don't just sort of set it at a certain thing and assume that that's going to be the setting that it is. So the heat setting is set to full, because the thing's a bit too tall, so the heat rises. So there we go. Right, we'll put some fresh paper towels in there. She does anything like she did with the old ones, she will probably rip her way through them. So yeah, for a new baby, you need some paper towels. I've got suction cupped on. I've got like a bit of plant that's like a leftover from like tarantula bedding stuff. It's only got a few leaves on it, but it's fine because they're not arboreal, they're a burrowing species. I have one of these, which is a Pro Reptile Easy Clean Hide in size small. This is a good hide because it's dark and it provides a lovely dark little space for them. You want to hide in the warm end of the enclosure. You also want a rock. That was me dropping the rock in the tub. It is fine. The rock is fine. The tub is fine. It's fine. It's fine. You want, for when they start shedding, so this is not set up yet, a humidity box instead of a hide. What you do is you put a hole in the top and you fill it with sphagnum moss and you squitz that a bit, and then that helps them to shed when they start to go blue. But you then take it away. You take it away once they've shed, because you don't want them to get scale rot, and that can be an issue if it's too humid. So you only use them when they need it. So you need a little water dish. This is going to be Snickerdoodle's water dish. We put that at the cool end. Yes, I'm messing around with your house. I am not even a little bit sorry. She's really not interested in that pinky. There we go. So what else you need is, here's a life hack for you, and this will work for your tarantulas as well. You need to put a penny in the water dish, and if you live in the UK, it's got to be a specific penny, and I've got a bit of a cheat sheet for you. Where is the... Right, so if you live in the UK, what you want is 1971 to 1991. Those are the copper pennies that you want, because they're made of mostly copper. After 1991, they changed the composition of them. So, cheat sheet, right? Everyone should know, if you are familiar with the pennies in our country, if you are also based in the UK, that there are 3 queen heads, right? There is young queen, young queenie. There is adult queenie. Will that focus? There we go. Adult queenie and grandma queenie. So here is the hack, right? Forget about grandma queenie. Grandma queenie is definitely not within the right year. Young queenie definitely is in the right year. This is mostly a copper. So if you see young queenie, put it to one side, put it in a water dish, and what that does is that prevents bacteria from growing inside the water dish, so you don't have to change the water as often. So often if you put your fingers into the water bowl, you'll feel like a slimy texture, and what that is bacteria. So one that's a bit trickier is adult queenie, because it finished in 91, so she bridges them. So here I have one with adult Queenie from 1989, and here I have an adult Queenie from 1982, and this is when the composition changed, and you can see that actually the 82 penny is actually quite shiny compared to how dull this one is. So Granny Queenie, no use to you. Young Queenie, great. Adult Queenie, check the date. If you live in the US, this is a different set of years. This is, I've got it written down here, 1962 to 1982. Now I have a shed load of pennies here, American pennies, because I recently went on holiday in America, and I don't have any pre-1982 pennies at all. I've gone through my entire collection. But again, there is a slight cheat sheet for you. So if you see this symbol, which is like a shield, forget about it. These are like a new design, and these are the original designs. So it's got a building on it, and I'm not sure which building it is, but I'm assuming it's in America. That you know, think that would make sense. Oh, here's a shiny one that you can see it better. I went through literally all of the pennies that I still had. That building there is what you're looking for, because that's the older design, but you want it from 1982. Before 1982. You don't want it from 1982. Oh my god. Okay, right, so that's the little life hack for you, and I learned that obviously from Snake Discovery, because I'm just a huge fan of Snake Discovery. I really, really like their channel, and they're just really great. So, back on topic, you need the little hide, you need the water bottle with a penny in it, you need a bit of foliage for them to play with, a rock to rub on, and that's all really that they need when they're this little. When they're a little bit bigger, you can like give them other things like enrichment items, but like while they're little, they don't really have the floor space to put lots and lots of stuff in. But yeah, she's not at all interested in eating the pinky that I gave her, so what I will do is I will actually leave that in her enclosure and see if she wants it, and if she doesn't, we'll remove it, just like you do with the spooder. But I'm going to try to get her to only feed it outside of a tub, so she doesn't associate me opening the tub with food, because that might mean that she might start biting my fingers, and they're very food motivated. But if you don't have one for your reptiles, this is a really good idea to do. It's like a little put on top of the lid, and it just says like date, offered, fed. So date 12th, 8th, 1p, 1 pinky, fed, tick. 19/8, 1 pinky, tick, fed. 26th of the 8th, 1 pinky, fed. 2nd of September, 1 pinky, fed. 9th of September, 1 pinky, fed. 16th of September, 1 pinky, fed. Today is the 23rd of September, so we're going to offer her that. And it's also got a date shed little record, so I'm so impressed with this. I'm going to start doing that with everything, and that's going to make my routine take 3 times as long, but I just think it's worth it. It's worth it. So thank you very much for tuning in to this live stream where I introduced my new little no-legged spider, Snickerdoodle the Danger Noodle. I'm going to see, give her a little while more, see if she wants to eat this pinky. And if not, I'm afraid it's going to have to go in the bin, and we'll try again tomorrow with a different one, which is why I bought 10 pinkies, because I had the feeling that this would happen. Thanks for tuning in. Like, internet thumbsy upsies. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yes, have a nice life. And